I don't think they count in 2024 for 2030.
That website you're looking at has a deadline of April 12, 2024 for the numbers that are current.
I remember when this happened in 2010, and I refused to participate in 2010 because of the census lady. This was a radio bit that I did. I said, I'm not going to be counted, so know that the census count is wrong. And they would come to my house, and everybody was like, oh my God, you're going to affect apportionment in the state of Alabama, and it's going to be awful. And they were on me. They were very angry at me for doing this. I thought it was very funny because every time the people came to my house, I refused to answer the door. I had video of my refusal, and I got all of these
On a raft, pop up on the beach and run into the city. If those are illegal immigrants, obviously. A census counter could say there's 20 more people in California.
Why are we sitting here accepting that? That's
I wish we weren't. That's why I'm on the phone right now saying if you're a citizen, you might want to actually pay attention to this count. Because
I'm not going to participate in something that is illegitimate. The Constitution does not require me to participate in the census except when it is illegitimate.
Well, there will be two.
That's my take.
There will be two midterm elections between now and